I'm not a very articulate person, so it takes me a moment to formulate my words.
That's fine. Take all the time you need.
Okay.
I just was interested in what brought you here and what your experience has been.
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh, I just bumped it. Sorry.
All right. I was told by a couple friends of mine about Dr. Pierre. I kind of sat on it for a while. My husband came home the night that he snores very bad.
Mm-hmm.
And the night that he came home, I stayed up most of the night listening for him, and he didn't snore. And he has not snored since. And that's been a huge thing. I usually have to go to bed before he goes to bed so that I can go to sleep, because he's so loud. So that was probably one of the big selling points for me. And I made an appointment within, I think, 24 to 48 hours. Came down. My first day from my adjustment from meeting Pierre, Dr. Pierre, I just had an enormous amount of energy. Like I could have just run a marathon, like that when he adjusted me for the first time. And by the way, I'd never been to a chiropractor in my life. So
wow.
I was very apprehensive about coming down. In that I didn't understand what really goes on, and came down, and I've just been telling people all the time, you gotta go, you gotta try this out. If they tell me any ailments that they have, I'm like, you gotta just try it, trust me.
Wow. Do you still feel, have you maintained that level of energy, or do you feel other changes?
There are dips, yeah, definitely, but I just do the exercises like he's recommended. And I have my wedge, and I've taken and applied a lot of the stuff that he said. If you do this in addition to coming down here,
mm-hmm.
it will only, give you better results, and it has.
I had that same experience of when I followed all the protocols, it
mm-hmm.
went faster.
And I brought my kids down.
Oh, do they get adjusted too?
They also get adjusted. They're 2 weeks in right now, and huge difference in my daughter, who's very quiet, reserved. She's had a lot of issues in school with attention and kind of floating around, and she just can't stop. Her energy level is unbelievable.
That's
and
amazing.
For her, that is huge.
For kids too, like they're not putting it on, like it's
right.
really genuine.
She just really didn't have anything. She had no gas left.
Wow.
In life, and now we just. She doesn't sit anymore. She's constantly moving around. She's constantly, talking and I would say dabbling more in her creativity than she had in probably the past couple of years.
That's really,
it's huge. I mean,
huge.
For me to see that as a mom,
yeah.
I always want to be healthy myself, but I saw things in my kids that I was like, what do we do? Do I take them to, what doctor could I take them to? And to come here and find that having their spine adjusted is what they needed, and to see the differences or the results in such a quick time, I tell my friends, my mom comes now, wow. My husband's entire, his brother and his entire family will be, by the end of this month, she'll have all been here for their first visits.
That's really, it's awesome to know that you can give your kids that gift too,
absolutely.
Of when they're like young, like starting out spinally.
Right. Well, and I can see the difference in my son too. He was really forward, and now he's starting to, come back, and just a lot of the adjustments that he's done, you can see the difference in my son Zach. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's really great.
Well, you were extremely articulate and had a lot to say, so.
Thanks.
Thank you.